guys, it is Saturday early evening here, and I just wanted to pop in and say hello and share with you what baby Addison is wearing today. She's got on this really cute little mint green gingham check romper by Gap. I love mint green on babies. I think it's such a pretty color. And then she's also wearing the matching, it's a cream colored Peter Pan collar onesie with the little cap sleeves on it, and a little pair of cream colored socks to match. She's looking ever so cute. Just love her. And I just wanted to chat with you guys a little bit. I was, checking out videos early this morning before I got busy doing all my chores for the day, and I noticed someone had commented on last night's video and it made me chuckle. Someone had asked if she was a preemie because she's looked really tiny in the video, and it makes me chuckle because she's definitely not a preemie size. She's actually between 20 and 21 inches long, and she's quite chubby. Like, she's got chubby limbs, and she's certainly got a chubby noggin. She's got a good sized noggin on her. So she's definitely not preemie size. It may have been that she was laying in the crib and it's kind of a funny angle. Who knows? But she's definitely not a preemie. I'm really not one to collect preemies, quite honestly. And I think it's just because, for me, a big part of the fun of collecting and having these dolls is being able to dress them in lots of cute outfits. And I find that anytime I've ever had a preemie in my collection, it was very difficult to find cute outfits that actually fit them. So I kind of steer clear. I like a certain size baby. I'll buy a newborn size baby if they're not super petite looking, like skinny limbs and all of that. I just like full-size babies, probably because also my daughters were chubby newborns and good-sized babies. They're almost 9-pounders. So I'm used to a good chubby baby. I wouldn't know what to do with a little preemie. Probably be afraid I'd break them. So yeah, she's definitely a good-sized baby. She fits into all the outfits that I have. I mean, this outfit here is a 0 to 3 month size, and the sleeper she had on last night was actually a up to 1 month size, and that was cutting it close. It really was just slightly, I think she probably should have worn the size up from that because she filled it out completely and the sleeves were slightly short on her. But it worked for what I needed it for, and she was fine in it. So yeah, that's my little girl. So I wanted to chat with you about something I actually watched on Serenity's video this morning, and it's about reborns and the inflated prices. I feel very strongly about this. That's why I feel like I want to kind of piggyback off of it. Serenity always has such really good topics on her channel, so I'm going to go ahead and put my take on this. It kind of drives me nuts. I think that the doll collecting community has grown so much over the last few years, and there's been a lot of new artists on the scene, and it's a huge influx. I think that it's, I don't know, overpopulated with a lot of reborns, and not of them, all of them are of really great quality, especially when I see them on eBay. There's such an overwhelming amount of poor quality reborns on eBay, and I'm sorry because I don't want to offend any artists out there, because I know you have to start somewhere, and I get that, but some of the price tags are not reflective of the quality of the doll that they're selling. So I have a very hard time with looking at a very poor quality reborn that's trying to be sold for like $500, $600, $700, $800 when you can clearly see that the quality is not good. I mean, if I'm going to learn to start reborning, which I'm not an artist, so I don't have any plans on becoming an artist. But if I were, I would know better that if I am new to that type of work, you can't sell them for what other artists are selling their, higher end quality dolls for. You got to start somewhere, but you start with lower prices when you sell them. So it really bothers me that I know that, new artists, or artists that maybe just aren't super talented. I don't know what it is because I don't personally know each one that's putting a doll out there, but I just see a huge number of not so good looking reborns. But I just think that it's just crazy what some people are asking for these dolls. And even for some of the best artists out there, they go for thousands of dollars. Reborns are going for upwards of what a silicone doll will go for. And I'm not saying that artists don't put their work and effort and their time and energy and everything into reborns, but it's not the same as an artist from start to finish of sculpting, casting, pouring, then painting, then, all the things that you see that go into creating a silicone doll. There's more time spent, there's more money on the line. So I feel much more okay with spending a higher dollar amount on a silicone doll rather than a reborn. And I love reborns. I adore this baby I'm looking at right now, but would I pay for her what I paid for a silicone doll? No way. It's just, to me, I just can't see it. And I do think that some of these reborn artists, the really high-end ones, I think eBay is the culprit for, why they're obviously inflated price-wise. And I generally am not a huge fan of eBay. I will occasionally buy from eBay, but it's usually if it's a buy it now. I like buy it nows because if I like the price and I'm okay with spending the money, I'll buy it. But for a regular auction, and this is what eBay counts on, by the way. For a regular auction, let's say the average auction is between either 7 days or 10 days, I've noticed for a lot of reborns, especially certain artists. They want to get the doll out there for as long as they can so they can get as much as they can for it, which I get that. Good for them. But what, potential collectors and people that are buying off of eBay that are looking for these dolls is that, for 10 days, they're bidding up the prices. And I have never been able to understand that, because if I were to bid on a regular auction, I wait to the last day, the last couple minutes of the auction, and then I make my bid. And the rest of the people there that have been bidding themselves up for like 10 days don't seem to understand that you're just raising the price. So I don't get why people want to just continue to bid themselves against another up and up and up and up for days. I don't understand why they don't get the fact that if they wait to the last day, wait to the last couple minutes of the auction, and you're not going to bid yourself up as much, so you won't pay as much for the doll. I see it time and time again where these dolls go for like $4,000, these reborns, and to me, that's crazy. Hats off to the reborn artists that are getting this for their dolls, but I won't pay it. I just can't afford to. I don't know how people can. It's probably potentially putting people in debt. If you have the money to spend and you don't care, I guess that's great. Good for you. But most of us have homes we have to take care of and bills and things. Spending $4,000 on a reborn is just not in my budget. So I generally stick with, secondary market for most of the reborns that I buy. I can't remember the last time I actually bought a doll off of eBay. It's been quite a while. Or I'll get in touch with an artist that I see a doll that they, show progress pictures of or something like that. I know a lot of artists have switched over to selling on Facebook. I think that's wonderful. I guess I really have a problem with eBay. I guess that's what it boils down to, because the whole auction mentality is that people get sucked in the moment and they just keep bidding and bidding and bidding, not realizing that they're just costing themselves so much money for a doll. And it bothers me. It makes me feel bad for those out there spending that amount of money. But then on the flip side, they turn around and try to sell them and they're bummed out because they're not ever going to get what they paid for them. It's very rare that someone will actually buy a doll off of eBay and turn around and sell it for what they paid. It's very rare because it's inflated, because you guys were in the moment when you bought the doll. So I think collectors have gotten into the mentality that it's okay to take a loss on a reborn, which is kind of sad because they are still works of art. But there's got to be some sort of cap there, I think, to where you got to walk away and say, I just don't think that's a good thing to spend that amount of money on a doll. But it's just my own opinion, clearly. But it's something I feel very strongly about. I think that people get swindled by eBay a lot of the times. I'm sure the artists are very happy that they get the prices they do, and great, that's wonderful for you. Especially some of the artists that I follow. They get wonderful amounts of money for their dolls. But I won't buy them from them off of eBay. I'll find them on the secondary market, and I've done pretty well finding certain artists that I like the work of and getting a better price for them. that's kind of the way I work, and I know Serenity likes a good deal. I like a good deal too. This is why we get along. I like a good deal. I don't want to overpay for things, but yet I know I have completely overpaid for several dolls, and I'm hoping that, you know, through many years of collecting, I'm starting to learn my lesson, perhaps, and being patient. Like, it took me a long time to purchase this sweetie in front of me because I just have been not thrilled with the choices and the selection of quality of dolls on eBay for sure. So I've been just kind of, you know, waiting on the secondary market for something to pop up that I really like. And voila, if you wait long enough, I think you'll find what you're looking for, and you'll be happy that you didn't overspend. That's just me, though. I just have to, you know, I have to watch my dolly dollars. I want to make the most of them and get the most for my money. But anyways, I'll stop rambling. Well, that was my take on it. That was my rant for the day, I guess. I just hate seeing people get swindled by eBay. I guess I just don't like eBay. I have an issue with them. I think they are highway robbery sometimes. But it's us who continues to buy, so I guess it's our own fault. So anyways, there it is, guys. So I'm just hanging out this evening. I'm going to relax since I was cleaning for the majority of the day. Guess I was in the mode for spring cleaning. I'm urging spring to get here. Maybe if I'm doing spring cleaning, it'll come. I don't know. But I'm going to enjoy the rest of my night. I'm going to hang out with my daughter and maybe the babies. And that's pretty much it. I hope everybody's having a nice weekend so far. And yeah, you'll see us all soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.